What up, guys? It's your boy Magic Man here, and here we got, I think, episode 4 of our My GM mode with the Bucks, and we are trying to get from the All-Star break all the way right up till before the draft, so you guys can get your input on who do you want me to draft. And a couple off-season things made me mad. A couple things made me mad this off-season, but we'll get there once we get there. But hopefully you guys had a good weekend. A couple good playoff games were on. I don't know. I just finished my first week of school. It was just so much work. I was literally up till like 1 or 2 a.m. just doing work, all these papers, all these assignments. I still got some more stuff due tomorrow, but you know, I got till like 2 or 3 a.m. to get that done. Procrastination at its finest. But I had a pretty eventful weekend. We started out Friday. I was out with some friends all of that day. It was a beautiful day. It was in the 70s. I don't know, this whole week we were, I think, for North Carolina, we were only at 8 degrees, like max temperature. Then it got all the way up to 70. And then later in the afternoon, we had a tornado warning. I think there was maybe a tornado somewhere near us. And then a couple hours later, the thunderstorm, we went out and played basketball. When we came back, the thunderstorm that was with that shut off the power, and my brother and I actually were inside the elevator as the elevator was closing, and we were probably, we'll say, half a second. If the power went out half a second later, we would have been stuck in the elevator for a good, I don't know, 20-30 minutes until the generator for our apartment building kicked back on. So we got lucky. That would have sucked if we got stuck in an elevator. That would have been a good story to tell. Like the guy who survived, like 3 days or whatever, how long he did in an elevator. Oh man, I should have had my camera or my phone out, and we could have videotaped the whole thing, created a YouTube series. Oh my god, I don't even know what I'm going off on now. Yeah, then power was out for like, I don't know, 2 hours, and everyone had their door open because like the emergency, like all lights were off except for in the hall, so everyone had their doors open and everyone was kind of talking. That was the first time I ever seen my neighbors. They're French or Chinese, or I don't know, a lot of foreign people just around me. Nothing against them, it's just I can't understand them. See, end of the season came. We had a couple like 10-game losing streaks. It was, I don't know, our team was struggling, but you see there, my boy Giannis, the Greek Freak, made the first team all rookie. Kind of disappointed he didn't win Rookie of the Year, but Michael Carter-Williams did tear it up. And Giannis only really scored. He didn't do much of anything else. But you see here, the Wizards upset the Heat in the first round, but the Bulls beat them, and then the Thunder end up winning this championship. And Durant tore it up this year in this season. He got MVP. I think he was top 3 in Defensive of the Year. He made first team all defense. I think he was top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year. He got MVP, Finals MVP. They won the Finals. You know, he just tore it up. And then you see a couple players did retire. Steve Nash, Derek Fisher, a couple good players there. I think Steve Nash ended up making the Hall of Fame. So it's a well-deserved Hall of Fame ballot right there. And then my owner brings me in, and he's like, we need to improve our infrastructure. I don't know. If you guys play My GM, your coach probably asks you at least 10-15 times during the season, at least it feels like, to upgrade, like get a weight room or like something else. And every single time, I do not want to waste my VC. I don't know why I have to waste my VC on a stupid weight room. And I accidentally hit will accomplish. I meant to say won't accomplish, because I don't want to buy that. I don't got the VC to buy that. I want to buy it on putting my players at training camps and all this stuff. So I don't know why I did that. He said our staff budget was too high. We never replaced Larry Jew or Mark Boff. So I think we ended up replacing both. But you see, I think we were negative $4 million after this year. So we had to take some cuts. You see, with our pick, so just like real life, we're going to probably have the best odds to get the first overall pick. And we are going to see the lottery, see where we do end up. And I think everyone except for me got into the exact order that their percentage said they would. You know, 14 through 7, not real change. You see the Jazz at 6, So we got our first pick at 5, and then third pick we got just gypped out of our pick. We got pick number 3. That's kind of disappointing. We wanted that first pick so we could have had so much freedom, maybe traded down if we wanted to, but I don't know. We see here I got a ton of stuff to do with all these coaches in the off season, and it ended up I got new players everywhere except for my, I think, assistant coach and then my scout, and then I go to get a head coach and I am out of money. So I was kind of like, what's gonna happen? Am I just not gonna have a head coach for the season? But then I do end up simming it, and then we'll check it out and we'll see who we got. I think it was just like a C everything generic coach, but I don't know if that's an account for me being over budget. Yeah, this Harold Gordon. So we'll see. He looks like a pretty good coach. He's not the worst. He's not the best. It's better than what I could afford with my like 1 million budget. But yeah, this week's been pretty hectic. So hopefully everything smooths out with the start of semester. See, we're gonna pick up this team option. Why not? Need some big bodies down low. Free agents: LeBron, Melo, Bosch, and I think Wade, who is injured. I'll have to check out his injury, because if sometimes it will glitch, and if it's a ACL tear or something, or like a season injury, they'll be out for like forever. Like they'll always have season-ending injuries. It's really weird. But they all decline their options, their player options. So I don't think it's gonna be too deep of a free agent draft. But we'll see. Ekpe Udo, we do not want to pay him that much money to be a backup center, so we're gonna decline his player option. But we're gonna go right in here. Nate Wolters, free agent, 70 overall, which I like that. He's a great backup point guard. I do like Brandon Knight starting, but the thing is, I want someone to complement him. He's a 6'3" point guard. He doesn't really create for others. He'll make the open pass when it's there, but he's more known as being like a really good scorer, and that's what he is. So we're hoping to come in and pick up, maybe in the draft for sure, either Exum or Marcus Smart. Those are the two players. I'm either, if Exum's there at 3 or 5, or I don't even know. If Exum and Smart are there at 3 and 5, or no, at 3, oh my god, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. If Exum and Smart are there at 3, I'll take someone else, and then whoever's left at 5 is probably what I'm going to take. And maybe I'll use, I got a couple, first round picks. And you see here my coach is saying, I think we should do Andrew Wiggins. This man was an afterthought hire, so I'm not going to be bullied around. I just said won't draft, it lowers it now. But we end up taking Andrew Wiggins, just what you guys want. So let me know who you want me to draft. Exum and Smart, that's going to be number 1. That's going to happen. Either one of those players. So then you guys can think, should I take Parker or Wiggins, maybe Randall, I don't know, Aaron Gordon, Embiid. I don't know. Is it Exum or is it Exum? I've heard people call it Exum and Exum. I don't know. I know he's Australian. I know he's pretty good. Maybe Julius Randle, that would be good. Trying to look down that list, no one else. Maybe we can get someone to slip and then trade up early second round to get like a 6-man, maybe Doug McDermott. I do not want one of the Harrison twins. Glenn Robinson would be decent. I don't know. Gary Harris, if he slips, maybe. I don't know. But hopefully sometime this week, let me know if you guys want to see Madden franchise or any Madden on our channel, because I've been having a lot of fun playing Ultimate Team and all that stuff, franchise mode. And then let me know when you guys want me to stream this week, because I'll be streaming too. See you guys.